So you're looking to buy a multifamily unit. What are some things you should think about? Let's get started. Okay, so you're thinking about buying a duplex, triplex, fourplex, house with ADU, either way, something with multiple units. And you could be doing this to house hack, you could be doing it so you live in one unit and your family member lives in the other, or it could just be a straight investment. Whatever floats your boat, there are certain things you have to think about with multifamily investing. I personally own a house with ADU, a triplex, and me and a business partner own a fourplex. So I have a little bit of experience across the board. A couple things you have to think about. One, how are the utilities split? It's very common to have electricity split, sometimes not gas, which isn't the end of the world because you can make all the units all 100% electric. And water is usually not split. Water is usually shared. So you have to kind of figure out how you're going to handle that. Are you going to include it in your cost as a landlord, which is what's most common? Nowadays, we're starting to see landlords charging some sort of water fee to their tenants. They're trying to back bill because costs have gone up so much, but those are things you have to think about. The second is the unit mix. So having a duplex, each being a 1-1 is fine, it's a duplex, but if you have something that's a 2-2 or a 2-3, that's generally much better. You can get better rents and a better value as far as purchase acquisition price. The other thing to think about is where is this multifamily located? And I mean this on a couple different realms. One is in certain cities, you tend to see multifamily grouped around other multifamily. So it's not in the single family neighborhoods. That's fine, they're just different vibes. Also, you tend to see them on busy streets. Again, if that's what's common when you're looking at your rental comps, then that's fine. The other thing to factor in is there any sort of rent control? So in the city of Los Angeles, if you have an ADU property, so a house with an ADU, if the main house was built prior to 1978, the main house will be subject to rent control. The ADU will not be as long as it's detached. And this is for the city of LA. If the ADU is attached, then both units are subject to rent control. For multifamily, 2D4 units are really higher. They generally are. There's always a few little exceptions, but generally speaking, for the city of LA, they are. But if you go into the city of San Fernando, if you go into just, outside of LA, so Burbank, Alhambra, Pasadena just enacted rent control, so you gotta watch out for that. Same with Santa Monica. And even if you go out of county, Ventura County or Orange County, there are certain cities within those counties that have rent control. Oxnard enacted it recently as well. So these are different things you have to think about when buying multifamily investments. And you also need to see how is laundry situated? How are the amenities taken into consideration? So we'll take laundry for example. Is there laundry on the premise? Is there not? And if there's not, what could tenants use? Could you do coin operated and have a whole laundry section? Does it make sense to put it in the units themselves? It really just varies and depends on the rental comp. So if you're trying to achieve, $1,500 a month in rent, what does $1,500 a month in rent get you in your respective area? Love to get your thoughts. What are some major things you look for in multifamily? It's a great way to invest in real estate. Go ahead and comment below. Don't forget to follow or subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your week.